I'm Paul Levinson, and welcome to Light On, Light Through, episode 210, my review of Dexter, New Blood 1.2. Well, Dexter New Blood is soaring off to a powerful punch-in-the-gut flight with a second episode that was even better than the excellent first. Among the highlights, Harrison tells Dexter that Hannah died of cancer 3 years ago, and Harrison found the letter Dexter wrote to Hannah, in which Dexter worried that Harrison might have inherited Dexter's, quote, dark tendencies, unquote. I'd bet money right now that he has. The real question is, how far has Harrison acted on them? Has he killed anyone? Probably. I'd say it's a fair to good chance that he has. In fact, a wild thought even occurred to me that Harrison, for some reason, killed Hannah. But it's still too soon to know that. What is clear now is that there is a lot more to Harrison than meets the eye, and that even Dexter so far has not realized, as clever as Dexter is. Jack Alcott, by the way, is already putting in an excellent performance as Dexter's son. Dexter's repartee remains, from the original series, in top form. When Angela says to him, "We need to talk," after learning Dexter has a son, Dexter's inner voice remarks to himself, "We need to talk? Words you never want to hear from your doctor or your girlfriend." Well, true that. Now, as Dexter was usually able to do in Miami, he's doing a good job of staying a scant but significant step ahead of being discovered in Dexter New Blood. And in episode 1.2, it's covering the blood trail. Next week, it'll be keeping the posse from discovering the remains of Matt's body, which resides right beneath their feet, to quote Dexter. Dexter's opponents are usually lame, but not so lame as to not put two and two together if they discover Matt's body buried right in front of Dexter's house. And in a case at this point unrelated to Matt's killing, someone's keeping a young woman hostage in a room, observing her sleeping, that kind of pervert thing. This probably is the same guy who killed Iris. We don't yet know his identity, but this looks like precisely the kind of sicko predator that triggers Dexter wanting to put him and the world out of his misery. Well, my best guess at this point is that it's Matt's father, but it's still too early to tell that as well. So hey, that's pretty good, no, outrightly excellent, for a second dealing of the restarted series. And I'll be back here for sure with reviews of the rest.
The Light on Light Through podcast.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that short review of Dexter New Blood 1.2. Here's what's coming up in Light On Light Through in the exciting weeks ahead. This coming Tuesday, you're going to hear on Light Through my interview with Walter Herbst. That's the day that his new book about who killed John F. Kennedy, what was behind the JFK assassination, will be published. It's a 30-minute interview. You don't want to miss that. And then, as the week concludes, I'll be doing a review of the Foundation first season finale, a review of the next episode of Invasion, and after that, a review of Dexter New Blood 1.3. And following that, there'll be another very special episode of Light On, Light Through, in which Cora Buhlert and Joe McKinnon join me for what is bound to be a really good discussion about the first season of Foundation. And by the way, in my show notes to this episode, since I'm now touting that conversation, I'll have links to Joe McKinnon's podcast and Cora Buhlert's excellent reviews of the first season of Foundation. Now, in addition to all of that, hey, there's a new season of Star Trek that's going to be coming up on Paramount. It used to be called CBS All Access. Now it's Paramount Plus. I'll certainly be watching and reviewing that as well. So stay tuned for all kinds of reviews and conversations and interviews on Light On, Light Through in the weeks and months ahead. In the meantime, stay safe, stay sound, and enjoy.
Athens, 2042 AD. She ripped the paper in half, then ripped the halves, then ripped what was left again into bits and pieces of history that could have been. Sierra Waters had read once that, years ago, it was thought that men made love for the thrill, while women made love for the sense of connection it gave them.
Curled Up with a Good Book says, Sierra Waters is sexy as hell. You can find out more about The Plot to Save Socrates by Paul Levinson at theplottoSaveSocrates.com.
Paul Levinson's Silk Code, about an ancient biotech war raging on in secret for centuries.